I absolutely love the idea of kind of going somewhere different, experiencing something different, go on new adventures, try something new. I love it.
In the Stenden in Holland podcast, we will talk about what it's like to live in the Netherlands as an international student. Putting down your roots as an international student can be challenging, but also very exciting. In the Stenden in Holland podcast, we will talk about what it's like to live in the Netherlands as an international student. Today, we will discuss making your study choice, why you should go study abroad and what it's like, and how to make your study choice and why choose it for the Netherlands. I'm your host, Lotje Aresman, and today I'm here with Vincent.
Hi, I'm Vincent. I'm 21 years old from Germany and currently in my second year of tourism management at NHL Stenden.
And next to Vincent, we have Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Zimbabwe and I'm in my second year of creative business.
And next to Jade, we have Clémentine.
Hi, I'm Clémentine. I'm 18 years old. I'm French. I'm in my first year of hospitality management, associate degree in Leeuwarden at NHL.
Okay, nice that everyone is here. Well, let's discuss a culture shock. Does anyone have a culture shock in the first place?
Yeah, actually, last week on Wednesday, we went on a boat tour in Leeuwarden with my classmates. So, because we can rent boats in Leeuwarden and just go around in the canals, which is really nice. And they taught me about this unsaid rule about like having to wave and say hi to everyone that we see passing, like in boats also, or like outside in the streets. And just like, for example, you can eat on the terrace and they were just like waving at us in a boat. So we had to wave back and it was really funny.
Everyone was waving at you and you were waving back.
Yeah, exactly.
That was kind of cute. Like you were having your main character moment on the boat.
Oh, for sure.
If you have music on, it's even more noticeable. Like,
and everyone will look and then everyone will be like, yay! And everyone on the boat is like, yay! We were in the park the other day and exactly the same thing. All these boats going past because the weather has just been amazing this last week. With their music and just waving at everyone in the park, which is quite funny.
Just like drinking beers with friends and just having some music and taking a sun bath is really nice.
Yeah.
So much happiness when the sun comes out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, definitely.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Changes the whole mood.
Yeah, and I think we, the Dutch really appreciate like every spark of sun. Every is gonna be admired. I mean...
Not only the Dutch.
The German as well? Yeah. Well, making your study choice is not easy. So let's discuss some statements about this topic. And the first statement is going to be, every student should go abroad to study. So, for example, you guys are here abroad. Would you recommend that to others?
Yes, I really would, because, I mean, it's just so amazing to get out of your hometown. Well, for me anyways, I absolutely love the idea of kind of going somewhere different, experiencing something different, because otherwise you'll just maybe stay there for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's true.
Go on new adventures, try something new. I love it.
See something new of the world and
get
new perspective.
Yeah, and also like, I don't know, really embrace other cultures. Otherwise you just have your own culture, you know, maybe for the rest of your life.
You're going to respect more other people if you are more aware of other people, their standards and their values, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And I feel like it's also really important because you meet like friends and people from all over the world. Also because it's like international universities where it's really nice. Yeah. You don't get to like just discover Dutch culture, you also get to discover all other cultures, so it's really nice.
It's like all in one. It's not that if you move to the Netherlands, you're only going to be around Dutch people. It's probably the opposite.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are with if you come as an international, of course you're going to meet Dutch people, definitely. I mean, you cannot avoid it. But well, you're going to be put in a class that is going to be they're going to speak English, so probably other abroad students might not be Dutch. Well, then it's going to be a pretty diverse group of people. That can be nice, I think.
Definitely.
In many aspects, especially in study related, it's nice, I think, to go abroad.
Yeah, I would also recommend it to everybody, especially to get out of the comfort zone and just don't be stuck in your mindset. Just try something for once I mean, if you don't like it, you can go back home. It doesn't matter, but at least try it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a good experience, I think, for everyone. But for example, how did you make this study choice yourself, Clémentine?
Well, I was like looking on the internet, and I really wanted to go abroad. Not like get out of Europe, because I really like it, and I didn't like. I'm only 18 years old, so it was like yeah. But I decided to go to Netherlands because I think it's a really welcoming country, a bit cozy, and I also really wanted my English to improve, which
Then
I come
think,
from a long way.
well, then I think Netherlands is indeed maybe a country, well, like for English related, quite a lot of people speak English in the first place, and quite a good level. I think if you come here as a foreigner and you can speak English, I think it's going to be very easy to get along. I mean, people would like to see from you, I think everyone would like, if you come to a new place, they like that you try their native language. It's like a kind of thing, well, people appreciate that.
Also, like, just to know a few statements, like, you don't even need to know the whole language, but just like a few statements, if you can understand a little bit, it just helps you so much. Instead of always having to say, oh, sorry, I don't speak Dutch, or oh, sorry. Like, just like when you're in the supermarket and they ask you if you want a receipt, you know, if you can just say like no in Dutch, then, or you understand what they're saying to you in the first place, then it just makes life a lot easier.
Okay, so let's move on to the second statement, which is, if I had to start my studies all over again, I would still choose the Netherlands. Would you?
Yes, I would. I mean, I chose the Netherlands in the first place, and I'm still very happy with the choice. And I definitely think that it met my expectations or what I hoped from coming here. So definitely yes.
Yeah, I would say I would definitely come here again. I kind of found it by accident, actually. I wasn't particularly thinking of going to the Netherlands, just somewhere in Europe. And I kind of looked at a whole bunch of different countries and thought, this one doesn't seem so bad. So no, I'm joking. But yeah, no, I would definitely choose to come to the Netherlands again if I was given the chance.
Yeah, actually same. I think it's a really dynamic country. Like I said earlier, welcoming also. I think like foreigners are really like, Dutch people are really open to teach new things and make people discover new things about the country here. So I really like it. And also, like, everything is quite near. Even if we live in, like, Friesland, which is a bit like a countryside of Netherlands, everything is quite near. We can go to Amsterdam in 2 hours of train. We can go to Groningen, which is also, like, quite a big city. So, yeah, I really like it. I would definitely, like, live here again.
Nice. So for you, the reason is, like, distance? It's, like, a factor that you think, okay, I'm glad.
Yeah, the distance, but like also the way of living here. I think like everybody is really like happy, and I don't know, just it feels nice.
And how is that different from France then, in your experience?
It's not that different, but I just like it here.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like home.
Fair. That's really important that you feel in place. Somewhere, because you can really like maybe you're like, I'm so excited to go there, but then when you go there it's a disappointment maybe. Then you have to have a connection with a place.
So, definitely.
So what was it for you maybe that was like, I like this?
Well, I'm from Berlin, so almost 4 million people, and it just was too many people at one point. And I stumbled across the university by accident because I was looking at what I can do actually in Berlin. And there was in this one brochure, there was an advertisement for NHL Stenden. I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then I did some research and I was very intrigued and then kind of just started. So it was a happy accident, but I would say that, I just miss this familiar feeling in Berlin, because here you meet people on the market and you're like, hey, how are you doing?
This local feeling.
Exactly. And that's so nice, especially for like the time of studying, because it adds a little spice to the time you're here, because in the end it's only 3 years or 4 years.
It's like a personal touch. I mean, I think you can have that mostly, for example, in Leeuwarden, but if you would go to Amsterdam, again, it's a bigger city, just like Berlin. You're gonna be just one of the many citizens. So
Exactly.
I think you would experience that only in the smaller towns here. I think Leeuwarden is then a good example of that.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And for you, Jade, maybe happy coincidence?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree with Vincent. It's a nice little friendly atmosphere that we have here. But I would say the reason that I was so drawn to, well, Europe or the Netherlands in general is because everything works here. Like, everything just works. I'm sorry. Like, I really, like, I just can't even emphasize that enough. Like, there's always electricity, there's always Wi-Fi, and I just find it so convenient. Like, I don't know. It's like a different level of convenience for me that I never experienced in my life. And I was just like, wow. But I kind of particularly love that about the Netherlands, though.
That is really interesting because, I mean, it really depends indeed then on your background. I mean, I cannot say the same, but if you are indeed from like a different background, as I mentioned, then this can really indeed be a important factor.
Yeah, no, it was quite exciting for me. I was like, wow.
Okay, let's move on to the third statement, which is contact with peers is the most trustworthy way of helping you choose your degree. What do we think about that?
That's a good question because, I mean, I started by looking into the website, but I definitely would say that it helps if you visit an open day or if you not only kind of scratch the surface of the website, but also kind of, if you're really interested, then also kind of try to organize something so you get to know the other students, what they say. I think it's better if you have especially opinions from people that are your age and not necessarily, I don't know, older people that are like organizing the website, because the content on websites is always perfect.
Of course.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
But did you speak with like a student?
Well, I went to the open day and that was very convincing.
Nice.
Yeah.
All of you, or just
No, honestly, I did the open days, but online because I was in France and I couldn't like go to Netherlands just for the 2 or 3 days. But it was really helping actually because we were in 2 groups divided like online, so we could talk with like many students already or like people that were interested in the study, and so we were discussing about like the degree, what like some details, and asking questions how to live in Netherlands, how is it, and like how the study is working, because we're also like studying DPE, design-based education, which is quite different than in France. But yeah, it was I think it was really helping actually, and then we like you can get some Instagrams from the webinar and from, for example, the organizers or the people already there, and just like ask more questions after this.
Elaborate on that, and you can always ask, I think, as well questions too on the website, but I think those are being answered not by students, so then you would have to go to an open day.
No, they're also
As well students.
Unibuddy.
Unibuddy.
Yeah.
I'm one of those that answers the questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is, then I'm really wondering, what is a common question being asked?
Ooh, it's always about the culture. What's it like there? Like, are people friendly? Are people nice?
And what do you answer?
I say, yeah, people are nice. People are friendly. I'm here. I'm nice. I'm friendly. I like to think so anyways. But yeah, that's the most common answer.
Yeah. I got one question.
Really? Yeah. I get them all the time.
Yeah. And it was just like, what? How is it to get a job in the Netherlands? And then
that was it.
That was it.
There is also about like the housing questions that often like comes back.
I think that's quite a stressful thing as well.
Yeah, it is.
Housing.
It's one of the first things you're going to wonder. I think if you're going to live abroad, where am I going to live? You want to know, how am I actually going to get a house here, live here?
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, of course, and it's a big step. You quite want to be informed about that. Like, you're not just going to pack your bags and be like, oh, let's see if we're gonna find a place. You're gonna be homeless, probably.
Yeah.
Not calling you out, but
yeah. I mean, it does happen, guys. Watch out.
Yeah, if you just like go to another country without knowing anyone, it can be a bit scary, and just like searching for everything, it can be a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
But that's also nice that you can like have some people to talk to.
Yeah, it's a big step. I agree on that. And as a last statement, even if the subject of your degree doesn't turn out to be the one you want, you should stick it out because studying abroad is such a great experience.
No, I disagree.
Okay,
no, because
explain.
like, imagine like spending 4 years doing a course that you don't want to do. Like, you could switch courses and you could go somewhere else. Like, it doesn't mean that you have to go home particularly. But, well, personally for me, I don't think I would waste my time staying in a course I don't like. I would definitely switch or maybe go to a different university or something.
But what if the experience is abroad is really nice, but it's the study that is not the thing? So, for example...
Yeah.
I don't
know.
That's a tricky question.
I think it also depends on your parents. I mean, if they're like funding your university, you know, I personally wouldn't
honestly,
like just stay, you know, for fun.
Honestly, I'm just doing like a 2 years degree, so it's not that long. So even if I didn't like my study, which I actually like, I would stay, like I will stick to it because it's only 2 years and the experience is already like really fun and really nice. You know, you met all those people, you learn new things. Even if you don't really like it, you do learn things and
to make the best out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even if sometimes it's like really hard and the worst that can happen is like, you're not passing your year, but you still like got 2 years abroad and you still learn something. So
it is not that if you go abroad and you stop halfway, it's not that you did not gain anything from it.
No,
I mean,
definitely,
you did not get the diploma, but that does not mean you did not get the experience of being abroad, the experience of the course in the first place.
Yeah.
So like cultural growth kind of thing.
Of course, and like development in personal and professional aspects as well. But of course, you should pick like a degree that
also suits you.
Of course, and you can switch. I mean, would you guys switch your course?
No,
or you're super sure about your course?
I also think that, I mean, it also depends on the situation. But for example, I think I would switch courses in the first year if I didn't like it at all, and if it would be a 4-year bachelor's degree. But for example, if I'm already half through with my 4th semester, then I'm too deep into the whole situation, and then it's also
fair enough.
Then you can also just,
I think,
exactly, because you got that far, might as well just like
finish.
I have known people to like drop out after their 3rd year.
Yeah,
and I just wonder, I was like, just stick it out.
Exactly, like in the 3rd year.
One more year, you got it.
It's exchange, internship, and thesis, and then you have a degree and you have a great experience. So, I think it's like that, but I wouldn't change my degree at the moment.
Great, that is good that you immediately had a right choice, because what courses is everyone actually studying?
Well, I'm doing creative business at the moment. I don't think I would switch, but if I did decide it wasn't for me, then I would probably pick something else, probably here.
I think in every scenario...
I would want to stay.
Yeah. And what do you study?
I'm doing tourism management, and I really like it, but we also had like a change of curriculum, and you can tell that the we're the first, second years to have the new curriculum, and then you can tell that the organization therefore is
a bit off yet.
Exactly, but still, I don't know, it's part of the experience, and because you're all in this together and you kind of can always manage to figure it out.
Yeah.
But it would not be a reason to stop, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it would be really, really bad, but I expect it's not, right?
If it would be really, really bad, then I would be worried about the university and not about myself.
Yeah, that is a really good argument.
But no, I mean, it's fair enough that it takes time to switch everything and get used to it. But there's definitely a difference between the first year and the second year. But
yeah, and I think in this point, it's very important that especially the students give good feedback to like teachers and about the new what
curriculum.
About the new curriculum. Yeah. True. And what do you study?
Hospitality management, but I'm not doing a bachelor, so I'm just doing associate degree, which is 2 years. It's different from the fast track, which is 3 years. But it's really nice because I'm not like a long study person. So it was like a good compromise, I think. I really like it. We have a lot of practice. We have a lot of theoretical knowledge also. And we also have the possibility to continue on the 2 last year of bachelor after this. So to be able to get like a bachelor degree and still do the internship and the grand tour, which is really nice. I think it's a really good offer and like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you can keep the options open at the end, that is nice, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah, and you mentioned Grand Tour. What do you mean by that?
It's well, I'm not exactly sure about what it is, but it's one of the proposition of NHL Stenden that offers their students to go abroad and study for a semester, I think.
Yeah.
In other countries. So yeah.
Is anyone planning on that, or is that too early?
No, I'm doing exchange.
I mean, you already are abroad. I mean.
Yeah, true. But like, if you can go to Bali for 1 semester, it's also nice.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, then you are in an actually warm place.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
True.
we cannot offer that. So would you have any tips regarding your study choice or making a good study choice?
Well, I think visit or use the possibilities that the university offers besides the website. So if you have questions, use the chat function that is for that. Visit an open day. There are a lot of opportunities for you to kind of figure out for yourself what works. And I think there's also a thing where you can like go with a student for 1 day and just experience classes. And so I think there are a lot of opportunities to actually that make sure that you are in the end happy with your choice. So I think
you have enough knowledge about the course as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say pretty much the same. Just do your research and everything will hopefully work itself out. You'll find the right thing for you, hopefully. Yeah. And also just like look at all your options. I mean, you might have one thing in mind and you'll go in thinking, I want to do create a business, and see the overviews of the other courses and be like, actually, maybe this fits me better. So yeah, just have a look at all of them. There's a whole bunch of information about it on the website. So
yeah,
I think the most important thing is to ask questions, like to not be afraid to ask like dumb questions or anything, because if you have one question, that means that maybe somebody else has the same question. So do it, like ask. Go on like some of the events online if you're not able to go to Netherlands, because a lot of people aren't like able to go there. I think the online open day is really important, and the spotlight on also maybe, because you have the ability to like ask questions about a certain degree and like really be in conversation with like a student and sometimes some coaches also.
Oh, so that is actually really nice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, I think then we can conclude that there are quite a lot of options regarding study choice, to be sure that you have enough information about the course, and then it is up to you. You have to decide, is this what I want? Is this what I like? And well, if you halfway might think, this is maybe not for me, you can still switch to another course. It's not like the end of the world. You should not feel massively disappointed, and have the mindset to start something that you actually like. That is maybe the most important in the end. Study something you really like.
Yeah,
really important, guys.
And also like if you like are not sure about your degree, even if you're like in your first year, you can always ask your coaches and they can help you to like change or something. So you are not alone ever.
You're never alone. You never are. Well, for now we reached the end of the series of the Studying in Holland podcast. This was the last episode of the season. Let's see.
Of the season.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Vincent, Jade, and Clémentine, for joining today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, of course. I like
of course.
Of course. I would do it again. If I would do something again, it's the podcast and my study choice as well. Have to say that. Well, if you want any more information about the study choice or about anything related, you can check the NHL Stenden website.
But
So
not only the website.
go
Not only
visit
the
as
website.
well the open days. But first, look at the website. That is
Yeah.
the best idea, I
Yes.
think. The very
Yeah.
first thing. Well, thank you for listening. And, well, maybe till next
Till
time.
next season.
Yeah, till
Yes,
next
till
season.
next season.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Doei doei.